this episode was pretty interesting. It was better than last week because, like I said, last week's show was kind of boring. So let me get my notes together real quick. So mind y'all, it picks up where it left off at. We left off with Zeus and Jonathan. They was in the van fighting. And basically, like I was saying, I knew Zeus was about to hit him. Once he noticed that Jonathan was behind him and he didn't want to sit behind him, and he moved his seat to the back, I already knew, I seen it in his face, that he was about to hit him. And he absolutely did. So we pick up where we left off at, Jonathan and Zeus. Mind y'all, Zeus didn't want Jonathan sitting behind him, so he ended up moving to the back of the Sprinter van. And then you could just look at his face and look at his eyes that Zeus was about to run up and hit Jonathan, which he did. He snuck him. So they get to tussling, they get to fighting in the back of the Sprinter van. After they break it up or whatever, Jonathan ended up throwing his shoe and Zeus ended up throwing his vape. So they going at it for a minute. And basically, John said, I should spit on you. And that's when Zeus get real mad and upset, like, I wish you would spit on me, this and this and that. I guess you could say he turned into a hawk. So after that or whatever, Zeus like, you gonna get done so much worse. And John like, not by you, basically. And Zeus like, it's gonna be through me. So basically you threaten him. Just like he said you threatened him the first time. Because mind y'all, on episode 1, Jonathan was basically saying that Zeus said that I have someone for you. But Zeus like, that's not what I said. I said I have something for you. Zeus said that, it made me believe that he did say that. So after that altercation or whatever, the boys, they get to the obstacle course. They're about to ride the jet skis or whatever. And Island Boy is talking to Check the Star. So Island Boy basically tell Check the Star, like, you got to start popping your shit. It's people that want you out the house. So pretty much Island Boy is just putting a bug in his ear, letting him know, like, look, listen, nigga, you need to pop your shit. There's people in the house that want you gone. You already not standing on business, and you need to stand on business. So that's that altercation, everything going on right there. Jonathan explaining everything. Island Boy explaining everything to him. And then when he take them glasses off, I'm like, what the fuck happened to his eye? I didn't even know Check the Star eye was dotted up like that. But then I thought about it. I was like, oh, okay, he did fight Lennox. So Lennox must have did that to that eye. So now we got 2 people on our TV screen with their eye fucked up. Zeus and Check the Star. Both of their eyes fucked up. So after that or whatever, the first fight of the show, you might as well say, was Zeus and Jonathan. So I think this is before they even split into teams, or maybe it's after. I think they ended up splitting into teams or whatever. And Jonathan, he still want that with Zeus. Like, nigga, you done snuck me on the Sprinter van, and I still want that. And basically, Zeus, he kind of a pussy. Like, Zeus is kind of like a pussy to me. I'm kind of tired of him. But Zeus basically asking Jada to take his fade for him. Why the fuck is you asking another nigga to take your fade? I don't know. But for Zeus, he tired of fighting him. He been fighting him who knows how many times. Honestly, in each episode they've been showing, him and John been going at it. And John been tagging that ass because John tagged that ass on this scene too. So when Zeus asked Jada to take this fade for him, I guess Jonathan like, we could fight later. I want to fight you first. Then we could fight. So Jonathan knock him upside the head, beat his ass like he has been the last couple of episodes. And then it's time for him to fight fucking Jada. To me, because I've been seeing like the little comments, y'all saying Jada won. To me, I feel like it was a tie. Jonathan and Jada, they need to fight again. It was a tie. The only thing I would say, the way Jada went in with his head down. So when he went in with his head down, that probably gave Jada an upper advantage. But to me, I'm going to say it again, it was a tie. Ain't nobody win. Both of them was neck to neck. It was something real quick. So I'm going to need for them to fight again so we can really see who the winner is between them two. But like I said, it was a motherfucking tie. So that was the second fight that we had. And then right after Jada got done fighting John, he went for fucking all these names. He went for Shotty. Now, before Shotty and Jada got into it, did I say that right? So before John and Jada get into it, basically Pootie and Shotty was in the background saying no jumping, no jumping. Pootie said it one time, and Shotty has said it a couple times. And Jada said to Shotty, "You made it clear you want to run the next." So basically, Shotty like, "Yeah, we can run the next." So, like I said, right after John Adine and Jada get done fighting, it's like as soon as they done, security break them up. Jada get from behind security and goes to attack Shotty. Because mind you, they were supposed to be fighting next. So I think, was that real? Was that the scene that was real quick? Yeah, it was kind of like real quick. And then Jada, and then Shotty threw his flip-flop on him. And at this point, Shotty is Jada's punching bag. Shotty is Jada's punching bag. And Sace is fucking John the Dime punching bag. Because they getting done up. So they end up fighting. Shotty gets done up. All these names, trying to keep up with these names. So after that fight or whatever, I guess the boys, they about to go have some fun now. So after the fights or whatever, they all split up. And Jada, I think Jada basically said that he want to fight Jonathan Big Ass again. And they talking about the whole Shotty situation, how Shotty keep running up, wanting to fight Jada. And then Sace, he come in the scene. He talking about how he tired of fighting John the Dime. I don't understand how you tired of fighting him and you always got something to say. But he's saying basically he tired of fighting John the Dime. That's why he asked Jada to fight for him. That was that little scene or whatever right there. So after that little scene, I guess that's when they go get on the jet skis and all that extra shit. Yeah, so after that or whatever, after they done at the jet skis or whatever, it's time for them to go. So they all get in the Sprinter van. And I believe they was all in the same Sprinter van. Jonadine and fucking Sace. Because remember, when they was in the Sprinter van, they was together. But this time, they in separate vans. So while they in a van, in one of the vans is Shotty, Island Boy, Jada. I just remember them faces. They in a van. So Island Boy basically asking them like, he don't understand what happened. He don't understand why Jada was fighting John. Damn, I'm trying to remember who was all in the van. I don't know. I just know they was in separate vans. And Island Boy basically, he trying to figure out why Jada fought John. They said why he fought him, because his friend was tired of fighting him. Okay, so Sace was in there too. He tired of fighting, Sace tired of fighting John the Dime. So basically he asked Jada, can he take that fade for him? So that's how they ended up fighting. And then Island Boy, he trying to figure out, okay, so what's going on with you and Shotty? What's going on, you Jada, what's going on with Jada and Shotty? Shotty basically say he tired of this fake bitch. And he runs up on him in the van. Right there. He runs up in the van. Because he tired of that fake shit. And basically the fake shit is, remember on episode 1, Jada and Shotty, they end up fighting. And I guess maybe Jada, he must have squashed the beef. He was over it. They was over it. But then the next day, when Noel fights Jada, after they done, they sitting on the couch. He telling Shotty he wanted with him again because he woke up with that scratch on his eye. So ever since then, I was about to say motherfucking Asia. So ever since then, Shotty been feeling some type of way. Shotty been trying to check the temperature every time he around him. He trying to see, okay, well, how you feel? You still want to fight me? Do you still have a problem? So Jada just feel like Shotty always pressing him. Like basically, if I'm not saying nothing, if I'm not bringing up no fight, why are you still pressing me? That's how Jada feel about the situation. But I guess Shotty just gonna keep pressing him. Cause obviously you told me the beef was over and it's not. You say I scratched up your eye after we did it the situation. Obviously you still wanna fight. And that's when Shotty called him a fake bitch and he runs up on him in the Sprinter van and they get the motherfucking fighting. In the other van, I ain't got a picture of the other van because it wasn't nothing to show. In the other van, they voting who they want to go home. They have, as soon as they get there, they going to have a house meeting. And then they talking about mental health and shit. Girl, mental health. So Paris, he get to talking. Basically, I guess everything messing with his mental health. His friends, he upset that his friends was fighting, which was Island Boy and Jada. And now his other friends, they're fighting, which I believe was John and Jada. I thought he was talking about Landon and Lennox, but I guess John Adon and Jada, his friends too. So that's really messing with his mental at this point. And then Check the Star, he put his 2 cents in too, talking about it's really messing with his mental too. Like the shit is draining him. He has mental health problems. He already had to deal in the past with his mom, basically, I guess, being abused, and this too much for Check the Star. Then you got Ant, this too much for him too. It's shit going on, it's petty shit going on. He feel like people going harder than them. At this point, we could send them home. I've been said we could send Check the Star home. I've been said we could send him home. So in my eyes, you could send Check the Star home. You can send not Shotty. Oh my God, I'm telling y'all, trying to keep up with these names. At this point, in my eyes, you can send Check the Star home. You can send Paris home. And you can send Ant home. I don't want Ant to go, but he really not doing nothing. He really ain't giving us nothing, but he basically putting himself up to be voted to go home. Because basically that's what they talking about on this Sprinter van. Who they voting to go home. They talking about mental health, and they're talking about having a house meeting as soon as they get to the house because it's just too much going on. So our house mom, Landon, he wants to get everything figured out, everything on the flow as soon as we get home. Cause like, it's just too much going on, sis. We need to get everything figured out who we gonna send home, who needs to go home, because it's just too much going on the table, on the flow. So after that, we jump right back into the other Sprinter van, and that's where all the drama and shit going on. So Shotty, he already hot, he already mad. Y'all done brought the beat. Well, we ain't gonna say y'all. Jada done brought the beast out of him. So Shotty asks Noel, don't you got a problem with somebody? Ain't it something you want to say? Noel basically yeah, but we're gonna say that for in the house. Cause basically he said he did have a problem, but they need to have a house meeting. We're gonna talk about this when we get to the house. Shotty no, smack that bitch right now. Cause Shotty saying smack that bitch right now. But like I said, he don't want to address it now. He want to wait till they get in the house. Shotty no, smack that bitch right now. I'm like, oh my God, Shotty is really mean. So Noel, he gets to talking about the situation. He Jada, what happened? I guess Jada, no, not Jada. Noel felt, I guess he was just, for one year, he was disrespecting him when he was on the phone. Jada was disrespecting Noel when he was on the phone. And I guess Noel said that Jada must have said something that was disrespecting his grandfather, which he basically, did he disrespect his grandfather? Child, it was just so much going on. Long story short, Noel said something to Jada. You know, he pretty much said he liked him. I guess he had a little crush on him. And when he said something disrespectful towards his grandfather, that really hurt his feelings. So basically, he don't want to fight him. Noel like, I'm not trying to seem pussy. I'm not pussy. I don't want to fight you. But if you want to fight, we can go ahead and did that. So I guess they did their whole situation. Ain't no beef between them no more. He explained how he liked him. He had a crush on him or whatever. So I guess we could say that Jada and Noel's situation, yeah, Jada and Noel's situation, they beef is done and over with. I'm telling y'all, this be a lot to keep up with, especially the names. Bitch, I be dizzy trying to keep up with all this. So that's the situation with them. So where we at now? So we get to the house. And house mom, Landon, he basically trying to get everybody to go to the basketball court so they could talk everything out. But as soon as we get off the van, Jada and Shotty, basically they both run up. They ready to get it in right off the sprinter. And of course, you know, Jada, he ready to get it in too because, my nigga, you done jumped up, smacked me, you keep running up. So Jada definitely ready to get it on. Shotty, you done brought up the beast in him, so he's definitely ready to get it on. So they fight like real quick, like literally real quick. Jada put them hands on Shotty. So after that or whatever, they like, no, y'all, not right now. Let's take it to the basketball court so we can get everything out on the floor and on the table. So in the next scene after this, they go to the basketball court and they trying to figure out who got the most votes so they can go. So you get to step and it's time for you to go. And he basically saying that he's choosing to go home. Ant is voting himself to go home. Like, this not for him. It's too much drama. Like, if y'all feel like y'all better boys than me, y'all can have it. I didn't come here for this Ant. I ain't come here for this. I just came here to make a name for myself. Show that I have style, swag, fashion, and then he get the crying, get the hugging everybody, because he about to go. So like I said, at this point, we can send Check the Star home, we can send Paris home, and we can send Ant home. That's what we could send home in my book. It was really Check the Star in the beginning, but at this point, we could really send Check the Star and fucking Ant home. I'm doing that face because I'm like, do we want to keep Paris? But Paris saying his mental health, his friends fighting, it seemed like y'all just don't need to be there, if you ask me, because y'all mental health, this not for you, that's not for you, your friends fighting. At this point, I just think that y'all need to go. Just send all three of them home at this point. So after that, he's saying he gonna go home or whatever. These two, y'all getting on my nerves at this point, all this fighting. These two, they get back into it because I guess the house mom, he trying to figure out, okay, is this situation dead? Is it done and over with? And obviously it's not. Hold on, what did I say about that? Because like I said, Shotty feels like he dead at the situation, but Jada still want to fight. So they get to fighting. Jada then kicked it. Oh my gosh, Shotty. I'm so tired of seeing Shotty getting beat up on. I need Shotty to get one of them licks in. Oh my gosh, Shotty, you're disappointing me because I'm really rooting for you and you've just been disappointing me. Like I said, I appreciate the fact that you be running up, but friend, you can't keep running up and getting done up. You gonna have to get your lick back, like for real. So they end up fighting again. And Zeus, they didn't even replay the scene, but I'm really tired of seeing these two fight. How y'all feel about the situation? I want to know how y'all feel about the situation with this Jotty and Jada. So he ended up kicking him in the chest. He fell. And then, like I said, Jada is annoyed and irritated because Shotty keeps pressing the situation. Like, if I ain't said nothing to you, if I ain't trying to fight you, why are you still pressing the situation? That's a Jada problem with all of this. Shotty, you keep pressing the situation. If I ain't said nothing to you, why do you keep pressing me? But for Shotty, it's basically you said you dead at the situation, but you still want to fight. So now I feel like every time I got to check your temperature because I never know when you want to fight. You said you dead at it. Now it's about your eye. Now you want to fight. It's just drama after drama. This is much drama as it be in baddies. So that's that situation. So now we go to check the star. I hope y'all can see it. Check the star. He popping his shit. Let me see what I got in these notes. He want to know who want him to leave the house. That's how Check the Star feeling. Who wants me to leave the house? I don't have a problem with you, or you. I don't have a problem with nobody. So who wants me to leave? He checking temperatures. Who? I guess you could say he checking temperatures because he ain't been checking nothing all season. He just been in the background. So now he checking temperatures. He trying to figure out who wants me to go home. Who don't want me in the house? Because I've been cool with everybody. I've been cool with you, and all of a sudden, somebody want me to go home. Now, remember in the other scene, Island Boy didn't put that, I ain't gonna say did he put a bug in his ear? Basically, you could say Island Boy put a bug in his ear when they went to ride the jet skis. Island Boy, like I said, basically told him, like, look, you need to stand on business. It's people in the house that want you out, and you need to get to the bottom of it. I guess you could say, Check the Star, he really don't want to fight for real. He concerned more about his eye. Island Boy like, no, this is the bad boys. You came here, so you need to stand on business. So, mind y'all, they having a house meeting. That's when they by the basketball court. They motherfucking Check the Star. He's just trying to check the temperatures. He's trying to see who want him to go. And that's that. But I know Shotty, you ain't say nothing. Cause Shotty was one of the ones that wanted him to go home. Cause mind y'all, in the beginning, they was in a van. Everybody was in separate vans. And Shotty was basically like, Check the Star. Basically, he can go. He ain't staying on business. So Shotty didn't say nothing right here. Shotty was supposed to be like, well, I'm the one who voted you to go. But Shotty didn't say nothing. I was looking too, like, cause everybody, I think it was Pootie, they was looking like, who want him to go? Who want him to go? Shotty ain't say nothing. So then we got Cozy, while Check the Star popping it, going off, checking temperatures, standing on business. Cozy basically like, my nigga, this is what we wanted out of you, to stand on business. Now you standing on business. So Cozy and Check the Star get to fighting, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, how and why are we fighting? Cozy basically said, that's what we wanted. We wanted you to stand on business, and you're doing that. And Check the Star, he basically like, is it you that want me to go home? And I guess Cozy get annoyed or irritated because Check the Star keep asking him, do you want me to go home? Do you want me to go home? Cozy like, why you keep asking me, do I want to go home? So Check the Star turn to everybody else like, do you want me to go home? Do you want me to go home? So I guess that's why Cozy feeling some, like, I'm really trying to understand and figure out. Hold on, let me read these notes. Cozy said, this is, okay, so that was that. Cozy said, is this what you want? Is this what you want to see? No, hold on. It be so much drama going on. And then my notes, I be trying to hurry up and take notes. So basically, Cozy said, this is what we wanted. Basically, this is what we wanted from Check the Star. We wanted you to pop your shit. We wanted you to stand on business. So I guess Check says to Cozy, do you want me to go now? Or some shit he says. Long story short, Cozy started feeling some type of way because Check keep asking him, like, do you want me to go? Do you want me to go? Cozy like, why you keep asking me? So Check the Star turned around and asked everybody else. Now, Cozy felt disrespected for the second time, because mind y'all, in episode 1, he felt disrespected. Now Cozy feels disrespected again, I guess because Check the Star basically says something to where, like, do you want to fight me? Like, you want to fight me? If you want to hit me, just hit me now. So Check the Star, he feel disrespected. Check the Star wants an apology. Like I'm saying, like I said, I'm not understanding. I think they just needed their camera time. I think Cozy needed his camera time. Check the Star, he was doing his camera time, but I think Cozy needed his camera time because everybody popping it. Cozy ain't popping it. That's probably why, like, I'm all over the place trying to figure out how did this start, because it really wasn't even that serious for Cozy to say anything. Like, yeah, he ain't say nothing wrong when he said, yeah, we wanted you to pop your shit. That's what we've been waiting for. But I don't really think it was a reason for him to really fight Check the Star. But to him, he felt disrespected. And then when Check the Star basically asked him, like, do you want to fight me? You know, I guess that's where he felt disrespected, and that's where they got the fighting at, right there in the end. Who won this fight? I had to keep watching it over and over because, I don't know, a lot of people, y'all be dick ratting. Y'all say y'all favorite won. I be having to watch stuff over and over to see who really won. A lot of the times, these shows y'all be watching, people ain't even really win for real. It just be a little tussle, and y'all say, oh, they won, when really they didn't win. And a lot of times it be a tie, just like with the Jada and Jonathan. That was basically a tie. It basically really was a tie. This right here, if you want to say who won, I guess you could say in a way Cozy did, because you could tell Check the Star, he ain't no fighter. I don't know what the fuck we was doing when he did one of these. I don't know if he was trying to backhand him. But when he did like one of these or whatever, I guess Cozy ended up slamming him on the ground. And then when security trying to break him apart, Cozy had that nigga like he was basically picking him up, dragging him. So that's the only reason why I would say Cozy basically won this fight. So after that situation or whatever, the house mom, I just like calling him the house mom. The house mom, Landon, he basically asked, where does the situation between Island Boy and Jada stand? And Island Boy basically like, we gonna get that when my foot healed. So that was that situation or whatever. So then we go to the next scene. Mind y'all, Lennox, he was at the EMS. He was at the doctor's. Lennox in the van and the Sprinter. He come out going into the house with his bandage. I guess he broke his finger, broke his hand. Something is broken. His whole hand was bandaged up. And he come in the house. He looking for the boys. So he goes, I guess, I'm assuming that was his room. He goes straight to his room. And he see Ant in there. And he see Shotty. And basically, Ant folded his stuff, getting ready to go, because this is too much for him. It's not for him. And Lennox like, nigga, what? You a bad boy. You not just about to quit like that. Like, no, nigga, you just about to up and leave. This is the Bad Boys. You know what you signed up for. That's what I be trying to figure out. Like, y'all know what type of show this is. Y'all know what y'all signed up for. So you could be expecting to fight. Yeah, I know you're trying to promote your business, whatever you got going on outside of Zeus Network, but we're here to do a show. Y'all should know what to expect already. And fucking Check the Star, like, y'all should know what to expect already. So they end up having a conversation or whatever. Basically, you could say Ant and Shotty convinced Ant to stay. And basically that was that. So for the next episode, we could expect Pootie and Shotty to fight. Expect Landon and Shotty to fight. Expect Alpha Ant and Landon to fight. And Jada and Island Boy, it look like they about to get it on too. So this is my commentary, and I will see you guys on the next one.